Hello students. So today's topic is atoms and molecules. So in this chapter what we'll be learning like what are atoms and molecules, what are the basic laws of chemical combination, Dalton's atomic theory, molecules and ions, and the chemical formula, how we are able to find the formula of compounds, molecular mass, atomic mass, and the lastly it is mole concept. So we'll be studying one by one in detail. So first of all, what is an atom? Like everything you see around is made up of matter, and matter is made up of very tiny particle known as atom, right? It is the smallest particle by which matter is made, right? And it is indivisible. So they are also not seen by the naked eyes. We are not able to see that with the naked eyes, right? So, and if these atoms combine together, these are the small entities, and if they are combined together, then it is known as a molecule. But we will study that in detail. What are atom and what is its size, how it is measured, what is a molecule, what are their types. But before proceeding to that, we should learn the various types of laws which an atom or which the compounds follow, right? The first law is law of conservation of mass, which was given by Antony Laurent Lavoisier. The law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. कोई भी केमिकल रिएक्शन होती है उसमें मास को ना तो हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं ना ही डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकते हैं, बस उसे एक फॉर्म से दूसरी फॉर्म में चेंज किया जा सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इसको हम इस तरह से भी कह सकते हैं कि लेट अस से हाइड्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन कंबाइंस टू गिव वाटर. H2 plus O2 combines to give H2O. Now here H2 and O2 are reactants and water is a product. So according to law of conservation of mass, total mass of reactant is equal to total mass of product always. So which means that mass will neither be created or not be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Let us say if we take 1 kg of hydrogen and 8 kg of oxygen, so definitely it will form 1 plus 8 equals to 9 kg of water. Then only the mass of reactant will become equal to the mass of product, right? So this law is known as law of conservation of mass. Second law is law of constant proportion. Now this is very important law. See, what is law of constant proportion? Constant means fixed, proportion means ratio. So whenever various elements combine to form a compound, like whenever two or more elements combine to form a compound, these elements will always combine in a fixed ratio, right? For example, if we take hydrogen and oxygen, we know that hydrogen and oxygen will combine to form water, right? So whenever hydrogen and oxygen will combine, they will always combine in the ratio of 1:8. If I will take 1 gram of hydrogen, then I require 8 gram of oxygen, then only 9 gram of water will be produced, right? So this ratio for different type of elements is different. Like hydrogen and oxygen combine in the ratio of 1:8. Similarly, nitrogen and hydrogen will combine in the ratio of 14:3. So everyone is having their fixed ratio, but wherever you will go, आप किसी भी planet पे चले जाओ, किसी भी universe पे चले जाओ, कहीं भी चले जाओ, अगर water की बात होती है तो water hydrogen और oxygen से बनता है, and they will always combine in the ratio of 1:8. So this is known as law of constant proportion, right? So we can also say like this: in a compound elements always combine in fixed ratio by mass. By mass, that is, if we take 1 gram of hydrogen, then we require 8 gram of oxygen to form 9 gram of water. For example, if we have 2 gram of hydrogen, then how much oxygen we will need? That is the double of 8, which means 16 gram of oxygen. That will also become 2 ratio 16. Will again, it will come out to be 1 ratio 8. So the ratio will remain fixed for any two elements forming a particular type of compound, right? See, as I told you, like nitrogen and hydrogen, the ratio for nitrogen and hydrogen is 14 ratio 3. It means if we are taking 14 grams of nitrogen and 3 grams of hydrogen, then 17 grams of ammonia, that is NH3, will be formed. So that is fixed. This is known as law of constant proportion, right? So this is the final statement. It was given by Joseph Louis Proust. According to law of constant proportion, a chemical substance always contains the same elements in fixed proportion by mass, irrespective of its source. चाहे वो कहीं से भी आ रहा है, उसके सोर्स से कोई मतलब नहीं है. जो एलिमेंट्स होंगे वो हमेशा फिक्स रेशियो में कंबाइन होकर एक कंपाउंड फॉर्म करेंगे, राइट? Now, these were the two laws of chemical combination, law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. Now we'll move on to the Dalton's atomic theory. John Dalton proposed a theory about the atom. What was that theory? He gave some postulates for the atoms and their laws of chemical combination. What are these postulates? See, the first postulate is all the matter is made up of very tiny particles and these particles are known as atoms. जो मैटर होता है वो बहुत ही छोटे पार्टिकल से बना है जिन्हें हम क्या बोलते हैं? एटम्स. एटम्स जो हैं उन्हें हम फर्दर डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते, which means that atoms are indivisible. That was proposed by Dalton, but later on it became the drawback of Dalton's atomic theory. Because atoms can be divided further. But अभी Dalton's atomic theory में हम यही रखेंगे कि atom cannot be divided further and therefore they are indivisible. Similarly, atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Atoms को ना तो हम create कर सकते हैं ना ही destroy कर सकते हैं किसी chemical reaction में. All atoms are identical in all respects. जितने same atom होंगे तो उनका मास, साइज और केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज भी सेम होगी. all atoms of identical element are having same mass, same size and same chemical properties. Similarly, different elements have different mass, size and chemical properties. ठीक है, सेम एलिमेंट का मास, साइज, केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी सेम होगा और डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स का मास, साइज, केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी डिफरेंट होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल, मेरे पास दो हाइड्रोजन के एटम है तो वो दोनों सेम एलिमेंट हो गए हाइड्रोजन, तो उनका मास, साइज, केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी सेम होगा, एज सेड बाय डाल्टन. बट लेटर ऑन इट वाज आल्सो अ ड्रॉबैक ऑफ Dalton's atomic theory. Similarly, atoms of different elements have different mass and chemical properties. बट लेटर ऑन ये भी डाल्टन्स थ्योरी का ड्रॉबैक बन गया था. तो यही तीन ड्रॉबैक थे कि एटम्स इंडिविजिबल होते हैं, सेट बाय डाल्टन. सेम एलिमेंट का मास, साइज, केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी सेम होती है, डिफरेंट एलिमेंट का मास, साइज, केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी डिफरेंट होती है, राइट? Atoms of different element combine in small whole number ratio to form compounds. जो elements होते हैं वो हमेशा whole number के ratio में combine होंगे and they will form compound. Like we have seen H2O. तो H2O में हमें पता है हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन के एटम का रेशियो जो है वो कितना है? 2:1. मींस हाइड्रोजन के 2 एटम है, ऑक्सीजन का 1 एटम है. ठीक है. सो सिमिलरली मैं कहता हूं कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड CO2, इसमें भी रेशियो एक स्मॉल रेशियो है और होल नंबर का रेशियो है. स्मॉल मींस क्या होता है कि जैसे इट इज H2O नॉट H4O2. H4O2 नहीं है, इट इज H2O मींस स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर है और होल नंबर का रेशियो होगा। तो कोई भी आप एलिमेंट देखोगे हमेशा इसी तरह से देखोगे। हम ऐसे तो नहीं बोलते h 1.5 हो, obviously नहीं, because it is not a whole number. So elements will always combine in the ratio of whole number to form different compounds, right? सिमिलरली एक गिवन कंपाउंड में जो रिलेटिव नंबर और टाइप ऑफ एटम्स होते हैं वो कांस्टेंट होते हैं, जिसका क्या मतलब है कि मैं लेट अस से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का एग्जांपल लेता हूँ। तो अगर मैं कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की बात करता हूँ तो आप पूरे यूनिवर्स में कहीं भी चले जाओ, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का मतलब इट इज मेड अप ऑफ कार्बन एंड ऑक्सीजन। सो टाइप ऑफ एटम्स आर कांस्टेंट, इट इज फिक्स्ड, है ना। कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में टाइप ऑफ एटम्स क्या हो गए, कार्बन एंड ऑक्सीजन, और उसका रिलेटिव नंबर इज आल्सो फिक्स्ड। कि अगर पूरे यूनिवर्स में भी कहीं भी चले जाएंगे हम, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का मतलब वो कार्बन और ऑक्सीजन से बना होगा, और उसमें कार्बन का एक एटम होगा, ऑक्सीजन के दो एटम होंगे, which means that the relative number and type of atoms are also fixed, right? So these are the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory, that all the matter is made up of tiny particles and they are called atoms. Second is they are indivisible. Third is they can neither be created nor be destroyed. Fourth is they are atoms of same element are identical in mass, size and chemical properties, and different elements have different mass, size and chemical properties. And atoms of different elements will always combine in the small whole number ratio to form compounds, and the relative number and type of atoms are always constant in a given compound, right? So if we will see the third postulate, first and the third postulate, they will explain the law of conservation of mass, because matter is made up of atoms and we have learned that they can neither be created nor be destroyed in the third postulate. So third postulate explains the law of conservation of mass. Similarly, the fourth and the last postulate explains the law of constant proportions, right? So these are the law of conservation of mass and Dalton's atomic theory.